Y'all, I had so much fun this weekend. I tried the Pilates class for the first time. It was insane. I had to walk out the room 3 times because I thought I was going to die. It was heat. It was like they already had like the heat up super high. And I didn't bring no water. Oh my God. Like I almost passed out. And the instructor was like, take some water if you need it. I was like, oh my God. I had so much fun. I haven't been challenged like this physically in a long time. I've been going to dance classes where I can keep up, but I finally found something that challenges me physically. So I'm really excited to keep going. I'm going for Christmas Day again in the morning. So I'm really excited. It took forever to park. It was at Lower Greenville. It's called Align. And so I had missed the first class for 5:30 and I got to go to the 6:30 and I got to try Son of a Butcher because in Plano, y'all know they threw away my burgers when I went to the bathroom. So I got to try that. It was like the perfect weekend. I got to try that while I waited for my Pilates class and check out Lower Greenville. And then I took the class and it was nice. Then I went to Starbucks, studied on my craft to make more money. So I had a strange Saturday. I went downtown. I got dressed up because there's this app called Clockout where you have to be approved to get in, and there was like a tech brunch meetup and nobody came. So I just ended up taking a bunch of cute photos. You know we make the most of life when things like this happen unexpectedly. So yeah, and I was kind of like fun to take these photos. But I felt like it was kind of ghetto because I was like all over the restaurant. But it was kind of empty, so whatever. Out and about in Dallas for a Sunday brunch. So there was this meetup group. It was like a tech brunch, and nobody showed up, which is good because I need to be out here alone anyway. So I'm going to the Ritz for brunch like I've always wanted to. So excited. Okay, so I got lost, had to ask some strangers for directions. This couple with 2 dogs, but it's okay. I'm getting my exercise in while wearing these cute boots. And look at the city of Dallas. It's like construction everywhere. You know, Dallas feels so like fabricated. It feels like one of those cities that's not even real. Like I don't know. It's like places you go to, they're like a ghost
Take a left
town.
on Woodall Rogers Freeway frontage road. Then in 700
like
feet, take a left on North Pearl Street.
People try to have meetups and then nobody shows up. I'm like, is this place even real? I used to eat at Andy's when I was a news reporter. Y'all, when I was like depressed, working too hard for no money, that used to like brighten up my day. But I'm here at my destination, Yardbird. Looks really good, probably really empty. Honestly, I'm gonna start making a rule like everywhere is so far away from where I live. I'm gonna be like, if it's not by me, I'm not going. Because you drive, there's gas, and then there's parking, and then who knows what other fee is next after that. So no one showed up at the Tex Brunch meetup, so now I'm here at Yardbird. But I think I was going for the wrong reasons anyway. But I wanted to say like, you know, This has been a great weekend. I went to Pilates class for the first time, trying a new brunch place, and ignoring that guy's text. It's amazing. So I finished brunch. Now I'm out here uptown at City Place West by the uptown shopping centers and whatnot. I've never been over here before. And there's a streetcar just like in New Orleans. I feel right at home. All the shopping centers, it's so nice. West Village parking. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like to explore. Okay, I look better this way. I like to explore different parts of Dallas to get a feel of what people are like in different parts. I went to Lois Greenville, I think it's called, yesterday, and it was like a party vibe. Everybody was so social, walking up to people and stuff like that. So let's see what Uptown is like. Cute. Wow. This feels like an upscale part of Dallas. I didn't know this existed. So I just did the crosswalk. I wish I would have recorded it. Every time I do the crosswalk, I feel like I'm on a runway and I love it. So yeah, I finally made it to this coffee house I wanted to go to. I'm always at Starbucks every single day, so here I am. Honestly, y'all, I love Starbucks so much that whenever I change my mind, I end up going back to Starbucks. It's a canon event. What can I say? Okay, so I feel like I am the only one who prefers Starbucks over local coffee shops. It just never gives what Starbucks gives. I was like, let me go to a local coffee shop. And I went there. I always get disappointed. I don't even think they had oat milk. I think they just like, I was like, can I get oat milk with my hot chocolate? And I think they just poured regular milk in it. It tastes really funny. But, you know, Starbucks is just the MVP of coffee shops. And, like, I don't think anybody can compete with them. The atmosphere is better. There's always a whole lot of space. Local coffee shops, you're going to be crumped up next to people. And I don't know. Starbucks is just the it girl of the coffee shop. So I went home, got a good workout in. I was craving some food, and I went to Hudson House, got the French chicken. My body did not agree with that loud and strong lemon balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and I threw it all up. I threw up violently, and I spent the rest of the weekend like nursing myself back to normal. And I was watching this Netflix show that's really good called The Madness. So yeah, that was my weekend. So my lesson that I learned this weekend was to listen to my body more and to not push against when my body wants to rest. So the whole reason I got up out of bed was out of desperation. Now that I look back on it and I'm like sober from the weekend, I didn't drink, but I'm sober as in, oh my God, it's my 2 days of freedom. What am I going to do? So I I always pay a consequence every time I go against what my body wants to do. So when I woke up that Saturday, my body wanted to do nothing but stay in bed and rest. But I was like, no, I want to get up. I don't want to have the same job forever. I need to network. I need to meet people. I need to meet people who can get me to that next level. I need to network. I need to do whatever I need to do to get out of this job. And so, there are a multitude of ways to get what you want, but that was a very masculine thing for me to do on that Saturday morning after a week of work. So that was my lesson to be learned. And another lesson is when I go out, and I always do this and the same thing happens. When I go out and it turns out not to be expected with what I thought, instead of going home, I always stick it out. I'm always like, oh, I never come out to this area. Let me check out the place. When my body is just telling me just go home, just go home. And I never listen because I always want to make the most of where I'm at. How often do I go downtown? Never. Do I like being downtown? No. So why would I even try to frolic around a place I don't like to be around? Why do I do it? Because I think that, I don't know, I think that's me getting myself out there, but it's really not. Whenever you as a feminine being go against what your body wants, you're creating this resistance in your life, and you're gonna pay some sort of consequences. For me, it was throwing up later on. And whenever I'm downtown or someplace I don't like, I do pick up on some gross energy that I don't like, because that's part of the consequence of me going against my body, going against my intuition, who just told me go back home and just do your regular routine. But I was kind of resisting that because I, like a spoiled child, I didn't want to do that. I want to do something different, but it just kind of self-sabotaged myself in the end. So yeah, the self-sabotage thing, it goes deep. When you do it to yourself, it's going to reflect somewhere else in your life. So moral of the story, when you wake up on Saturday morning and you are tired as a heck, you don't want to do anything, you need to rest. You need to rest. You need to rest. Nobody is worth you getting out of bed for if you were genuinely tired. And yeah, I paid the price for it. I got myself sick just by doing that. So yeah, that is a lesson to be learned, and I know other people out there can relate. So yeah, that was my
Wow.
little
This
101
feels like
lesson
the
of listen
upscale
to your
part of
intuition.
Dallas.
Don't go against what your
didn't
body
know
is
this
trying
existed.
to tell you it wants. And also, I paid a consequence of throwing up because I didn't want to cook. It was the weekend. I didn't feel like cooking. I was like, let me eat out. And then I got sick from the food that I ate out with. And then I spent money I shouldn't have been spending. So, yeah, lessons on lessons on lessons. Don't you love it? This was my weekend. Stay tuned for the next.